In 2019, China landed on the moon's far side. 14 days later, they went completely silent. Then something strange happened. The mission turned classified overnight. Scientists who worked on it can't talk about what they found. NASA suddenly changed their landing plans. Russia backed out. And leaked documents now suggest China's rover discovered something so impossible, so disturbing that every space agency on Earth agreed to keep it secret. What they pulled from 47 meters below the surface wasn't just rocks. It was something that shouldn't exist. Chang 4 wasn't supposed to be mysterious. When it landed in the Von Karman crater on January 3, 2019, it was a big deal. The first spacecraft to ever touch the moon's far side. China promised to share everything with the world. Scientists from Europe, Russia, and even the US were supposed to get access to the data. But then the blackout happened. For 2 full weeks, nothing. No updates, no images, no data releases. When China finally broke their silence, everything had changed. The mission was now restricted for national security reasons. International partners were quietly told their access was revoked. And here's the weird part. Nobody complained. Not NASA, not ESA, nobody. That's when people started asking questions. According to leaked internal documents, the rover's spectrometer detected something immediately, minerals that had no business being on the moon. First was Changite. That one made headlines because China got to name it. But what didn't make headlines was what Changite actually implied. This mineral forms under specific pressure and temperature conditions that the moon's surface has never experienced. It's like finding a snowflake in the Sahara Desert. Then came the hydroxyl compounds. Wait, hold on. Hydroxyl means water-related chemistry. The moon is supposed to be bone dry. Finding these compounds in the concentrations the rover detected wasn't just surprising. It was scientifically impossible based on everything we know about lunar geology. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. The rover found bridgemanite. Let me explain why that matters. Bridgemanite only forms under crushing pressure, the kind you find deep inside Earth's mantle, hundreds of kilometers down. You don't find it lying on the surface of an airless, geologically dead rock like the moon, unless something is very, very wrong with our understanding of what the moon actually is. Chinese scientists started running tests on these minerals in the rover's mobile lab. That's when things got genuinely disturbing. In the permanently shadowed craters where the rover was exploring, these impossible minerals were doing something. They were catalyzing chemical reactions, not simple stuff, complex, prebiotic chemistry, the kind that comes before life. Amino acid precursors started forming. Self-organizing polymer chains appeared. One leaked report used the phrase primitive metabolism. Think about that for a second. Metabolism on the moon in 2019. Now, nobody's saying there's life on the moon, but imagine you're a Chinese scientist staring at data showing chemistry that looks like the first steps toward life, happening in real time, in conditions where it absolutely shouldn't be possible. What do you do with that information? Apparently, you classify it immediately. This is where the mission went from scientifically weird to what the hell is going on. Chang 4 carried ground-penetrating radar. It's designed to map what's beneath the lunar surface, looking for lava tubes, ice deposits, that kind of thing. Around day 47 of the mission, the radar detected something massive. A geometric structure, hexagonal, over 50 kilometers wide, buried beneath the lunar surface. And it was generating heat. Not random heat, pulsing patterns, regular intervals, the kind of patterns you see in engineered systems, not natural geology. Here's the part that made NASA suddenly very interested. the heat patterns changed when the rover moved, like the structure was reacting, like it was aware something was up there. China decided to drill. They wanted samples from beneath the surface to study those impossible minerals further. Standard procedure, right? At 47 meters down, the drill bit hit something and stopped. The telemetry data showed sudden resistance, not rock, not regolith, something metallic. Then the rover's receivers picked up a signal, not from Earth, not from the relay satellite, from beneath the rover, a structured radio signal broadcasting from underground, containing mathematical sequences, specifically prime numbers. You know, the universal language that any intelligent civilization would theoretically recognize. According to one whistleblower account, Beijing ordered an immediate communication attempt. For 3 days, Chinese engineers tried responding to the signal through ground vibrations and electromagnetic pulses. The structure responded twice. On the 4th day, all subsurface interaction was permanently ordered to stop. This is when everything changed. China started scrubbing mission data. Photos released to the public were heavily filtered. Coordinates were removed from maps. Scientists who had worked on Chang E4 started disappearing from conferences. Their papers suddenly retracted or reclassified. International partners who asked questions were stonewalled. Russia's space agency, Roscosmos, quietly canceled their planned Farside landing mission with no explanation. NASA redirected Artemis landing zones away from the Farside entirely. The European Space Agency stopped talking about their lunar cooperation with China altogether. But here's what really gives it away. China immediately fast-tracked a covert sample return mission. Not the one they announced publicly, a different one. Rushed into development, launched with minimal fanfare, designed specifically to retrieve material from the exact coordinates where Chang'e 4 had been drilling. They found something. They wanted more of it, and they wanted it before anyone else could get there. So what did China actually find? There are 3 possibilities, and honestly, none of them are comforting. Possibility 1, unknown natural processes. Maybe the moon underwent geological events we don't understand. Maybe there are chemical reactions in permanently shadowed craters that mimic biological processes. Maybe that hexagonal structure is some bizarre mineral formation we've never encountered. But if that's true, why the secrecy? Why wouldn't China want to publish the most groundbreaking lunar discovery in history? Possibility 2, a hidden geologic environment. Perhaps deep beneath the far side of the moon, there's a pocket of Earth-like conditions, water, heat, pressure, where these minerals form naturally, and that structure is just extremely weird geology. But again, this doesn't explain the radio signal. It doesn't explain the heat patterns that responded to movement. It doesn't explain why every space agency suddenly agreed to stay away. Possibility 3, something was built there. The structure is artificial, ancient, buried, and whatever sent that signal from 47 meters down has been waiting underneath the moon's surface for a very, very long time. China hasn't stopped going to the moon. In fact, they've accelerated their program dramatically. But something fundamental has changed about their approach. Recent missions focus exclusively on the far side. They've built a dedicated relay satellite network specifically for far-side communication. They're planning a permanent far-side research station. And here's the kicker. Russia and China recently announced they're building a joint lunar base. Location? The far side, specifically very close to Von Karman crater. Meanwhile, NASA's Artemis program, which was originally planning extensive far-side exploration, has quietly shifted focus to the lunar south pole. When asked why, they cite logistical considerations.
Right.
3 weeks ago, amateur radio operators detected an unusual signal originating from the lunar far side. It lasted 18 seconds before cutting off. When they analyzed the frequency, it matched the exact bandwidth China's Chang 4 rover used for subsurface scanning. The rover has been inactive for 4 years, so what's still broadcasting from down there?